YouTube? Odinson here with a review this time. This is my first review, so it's really exciting. It's going to be of chapter 854 that came out last night. It was leaked last night. And I really did enjoy this chapter. I wouldn't say 5. I would say, for me, probably about a 4, but still like on the solid side of 4, like maybe a 4.2 or something if I had to give an exact number. But I mean, it started off strong. I liked the Jinbei Nami dynamic. I really liked just how powerful they were. I enjoyed seeing Chopper get completely wrecked by Nami, and Nami's her Thunder Rod, that looked actually really good. I was afraid that she was going to be like less powerful when she wasn't around Zeus and Prometheus, but it was good to see her like actually just be really strong and be able to demolish Chopper easily. And so after that, in this chapter, we saw just that dialogue between Pedro and Jinbei was really cool, and also with Brule involved as well, and basically understanding that Jinbei did not go up to the roulette at all. Like, he apparently opted to just like not go up. So I guess for me that means that she made this offer. She said, yeah, if you want to leave, then you have to face this roulette. But he was like, okay, no, I'll just stay then. And now that's why he's rebelling. And I was really curious like how he faced the roulette and didn't lose anything. So I guess the easy answer is that he didn't face the roulette. So that's fine with me, I guess. That's, I guess, one of the reasons why just 4.2, not like 4.6. But there are a few other reasons as well. Also, what I wanted to touch on in this chapter is the fact that Prometheus was injured. That is very interesting because not Prometheus. Zeus was injured. And I thought, no, Prometheus. Prometheus was injured. And because I kind of assumed that these kind of homies, that the clones of her would not be injured easily. And yeah, like Brook is really strong and he was able to, destroy all the other homies because of how strong his like Soul King powers are. But I really did not expect them to have like an injury where he's like a fireball, like he's so I don't really get it, but I guess it's cool that they can get injured because that means that eventually maybe they'll be able to be taken out. So it's good that they can get physical pain, and it's interesting that they would introduce it just from Brooke being able to injure them. Apparently the first time they've ever been injured. So aside from that, Pudding was in this chapter. She called Big Mom aside to talk to her privately. She seems very evil, just very clearly like malicious, as does Big Mom in this chapter, talking about their big plan to kind of kill all of Germa's commanders and take over the Germa by doing that. I have a lot of theories as to like the true agendas of Pudding and Big Mom, and in this chapter they just seem like they maybe are both just bloodthirsty evil people. I honestly didn't think that Big Mom was too concerned about getting to Raftel until like these chapters where she's talking about getting this power from Germa, and she's talking about how she'll like apparently she made the mistake of letting Roger see her the poneglyph. So I guess that means that she had this poneglyph back in Roger's time too, and somehow messed up, and he was able to hear the voice of the poneglyph, and so she was like, I'm never gonna make that mistake again, So that's cool to me. It's cool that she already had it. I thought originally that he may have like entrusted her with it or something along those lines, but I guess if she had it all along, that just adds the idea of like, when did she get it? How did she get it? What happened that led up to her receiving this poneglyph? Further in the chapter, her just talking about killing all of the Straw Hats as soon as the wedding ends. Like all these things just kind of back up the idea that Big Mom is legitimately an evil person, and so is Pudding. And I'm still going to put out my theory video about Pudding and Big Mom and different things that I think could happen and maybe should happen. But this definitely backed the people who are saying, you know, they're just evil. It was interesting to me that they were just trying to get, like, the German commanders really drunk. I guess that makes sense. Like, if you're going to try to catch them off guard and kill these super powerful people, you should just, like, try to get them super wrecked so that in the morning they're, like, dying, but dying in different ways. But so that was a good touch. And then Reiju, I guess, had some, like, intuition and instinct. Like, there's something wrong with the fact that she's, like, getting us all drunk and went snooping around. And I guess that explains the whole why Reiju ended up with Pudding and getting shot. And, yeah, the guy asleep in Sanji's bed, I did not really like that touch. I thought that it was funny, but it seemed a little too coincidental to me. I maybe would have liked to have seen there being an actual reason why he was asleep in his bed, and maybe I missed something. Maybe I'll go back and see, oh, he's asleep because this. But I think that it was just Oda copping out a little bit, like, yeah, they think that Sanji's in his chamber because the guard fell asleep in his bed. Ha 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 ha. I don't know. Not I didn't love that detail. What I did like a lot, though, I really liked the moments where they were basically talking through all the Straw Hats, and they were like, yeah, Brûlé said that she caught Chopper, and we know that Opera burned up Luffy and Nami, and we know, like, and they were basically just, like, saying all the intruders Big Mom has broke, like, and that they were all captured, but really the whole time they were congregating in this mirror world, and we know now that Luffy has, like, blasted all the way trying to get back to the spot where he said that he would be to meet Sanji, which I thought was so cool. You know, he did that last chapter. And so it's interesting how Oda has now made this situation where all of, like, the big the top tier kind of characters in Big Mom's crew thinks that these Straw Hats are all captured and dead and split up, but really, like, there's this secret thing going on in Brûlé's mirror world. So that can definitely lead to a really cool chapter next week that I'm very excited about. And then, okay, so finally Sanji, you know, sitting there by himself, like, really sad, just thinking, like, the plan is just gonna work and I'm just gonna die. Like, it doesn't matter that much. At least my friends will definitely, like, get off of this island without me. And I mean, that was a actually very emotional moment when he's just sitting there kind of thinking back, and then you see him even pondering the food that he made, and he's like, I made this for Pudding? Why did I make all of the like, Straw Hat's favorite foods if I made this for Pudding? And he's just kind of thinking about that, and then this guy with the mask and the really wide mouth walks up, and he tries to take a bite of one of the pieces of chicken, and Sanji just kicks the crap out of this guy. So he kicks him so hard into the wall that the whole palace is on alert. And then you see Sanji just start to run away, and that, like, even the title of the chapter, just like, what the heck am I doing? You know, it really was shown in that moment of, like, well, I guess I'm winging it from here on out, where he just kicks this guy and just starts dashing to the spot where he's supposed to meet Luffy. So, I mean, overall, I did really enjoy this chapter. I thought that it was one of the better chapters lately. I enjoyed last week's chapter a little more. But yeah, I think I'm pretty firm, like 4.2, 4.1 area. There are those few moments that, like, I didn't love, but I understand, like, we're trying to keep the story going, so we can't really just, like, make a big reason for why everything happened. Some things are just coincidences. So, well, thank you. Hey YouTube, if you liked the content, please like. If you disliked it, then dislike so that I can do better next time. If you liked it though, please subscribe. Thanks.